So, got the machine brought in. Gonna try and put, the plan is to take some of this fire rope here, use on a chimney, replace the gasketing, is what it is. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna try this. I was told to use, not butyl, but, or jute, I don't know, but I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me in a minute. I was told to use a different type of rope, but I hope this one will work. I'm gonna pack it in there with underneath the swing and see if I can get it to hold enough to where I can pour the Babbitt in there. I have the Babbitt. Let's see, I got it's grade 2, so I don't know, somebody could probably tell me whether it's good, bad, or different. I don't know. It said it was hard. So the plan is to put that in, pour it in today. I got a ladle. It's down here. Got a couple different ones. Let's see if I can see it. There you go. This is a bad one. So that's one that's bad, but I got another good one back here. I haven't drug out yet. This is a really good one here. And I plan on pouring in the metal after it's melted. You can see I got the rope wrapped around the center pin right there. See that rope right there? And I'm trying to pack it in there the best I can. You can see this whole thing looks like it has been broke in half and patched together. That hose right there, that's for a grease line that is not working, obviously. But the crane has had a rough history. You can see that somebody welded his beam on there, and really it has been cracked in half, but I don't really care. This is more of a hobby than anything. So you can see they welded that with a stick welder, but some of it they didn't get. But yep, anyways, I'm doing my best to patch it back together. I cut this out last night. I didn't video any of that, and this is the new grease fitting that I drilled. Goes in there, and what I got is this is shoved inside of there. It goes down. See if we can get this thing to switch to camera now. Anyways, it comes in there. You can't hardly see it. But I'm gonna try and pour that back in after I pack the rope on the bottom to make a new bearing. I got it kind of centered, side to side, front to back. And hopefully everything lines up good. And I will weld this back in when it's done. So let me work on getting that rope in there, packed in there, and I'll try and video me pouring it in there, and we'll see what it looks like. I'll show you a video, or I'll show you what it looks like after I get it done. Well, I got the rope around there, and I'm heating the pan up. I'll show you. Well, you can't really see, but I didn't bring a light down here. I guess I can get it for you. So you can kind of see. I got that rope wrapped around there real good, and then I tied a knot and I hooked it to a strap. And I brought that strap out here and I got it cinched around there, pulling on it. Now, here's my plan. My plan is to pour a little in there and then make a little seal with the stuff, hopefully, and see if it runs out or what happens with that little bit that I'm cooking right now. I figure I'll use that to like treat the pan, you know. And then I'll pour it in there and see if I can get that bottom to seal up. And if it seals up, I'll pour the rest of it right on top of it. Hopefully that just makes like a little seal on there. And if that falls out over time, I'm not gonna sweat it. It's not a big deal. Hopefully this gets hot enough, and I do a little research to see what the temperature is. I thought it was 700 or something, and I just shot it. Let's see here. And that piece of metal is getting close to melting, I think. So the pan is 6 something, and that metal is 420. So anyways, I'll get you updated here in a minute. So I just researched it. I was wrong. It's more like 900 degrees. So we're at 600 on the metal and 700-ish on the pan. So we're getting there. Okay, well, it's getting somewhere. Let's see what we're here. So the metal is at 715-ish. Pans at 750. Okay, I'm gonna get. I had a stick here. Wanted to play with it. There it is. Got it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice. Very cool. I don't know if that's crap on there, like, or if that's it getting hard, you know? Maybe junk. And the truth is, it's just trash. There we go, I got the old gimbal out. Makes it seem like it's just a little bit better. Now I gotta figure out how it works. Okay. Good, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pour this into there and see what happens. I don't know what the temperature is of this thing, but it starts to cool down a little bit. It's like 700, now it's 550 something. I don't know. It still looks like it's pourable, so. Let's try it. Get that one first sample. We gotta clean it out. Torch maybe? So, I'll show you what it looks like here after my mess I just did. So if you can see that, I kind of dribbled it, went inside that one, which I don't want that. And if you can see in there or not, but it's in there. Now let's see if it leaked underneath. Yeah, that's the best angle I can get for you to pour it. It's hot. You see me heat it. I'm gonna clean the junk off of the pot here, then we'll pour it in there. And hopefully it works. Now it's hot. That would mean I should probably get some gloves on it real quick too. I'm smart. Get some gloves. Yeah, I got two mismatched gloves, which work perfectly for what I'm doing. Fast. Well, thing's fucked up. I think it all leaked out. You know the truth? Damn it. So, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but I'm gonna try and get you better. You can see it all puddled right there because it leaked right there. So, I guess I'll try and pick all that up, put it back in the pot, and hard it down. I'm doing attempt number 2, but right now it's 500 degrees. I don't really want to touch it. So after fighting a whole bunch, I got it out, as you can see, after I chopped a bunch of the stuff out of here. But, at least now I can kind of look down there and see what the heck's happening. We're going to try it again. I think there's enough stuff in there that maybe it'll sealed up. I'm going to pour a little bit and see what happens, but let this warm up, melt down, try it again. Well, I forgot to record, but it was a good thing. So I got it in there. It's not all the way full. I know I should have poured it in one solid chunk, but I didn't realize I didn't have enough. So what I did was I ladled a little bit out, brought it back over, and I poured it in there just to make sure it wasn't leaking. I did that twice with that. And then I went ahead and took the big pot and just poured it in there. And I seen that it wasn't leaking, so I poured it all in there. Well, that's how short I was. It's 14 pounds of Babbitt in this thing, counting this. So I'm not too worried about this because there is a lip in there. Like, can't really see if there's a lip under there where it'll hook, and I don't think it's gonna pop it out. I think it'll be fine. It'll just be like having 2 bearings in there, you know, top and bottom, except that bottom is probably, I don't know, 6 inches thick, so it should be fine. I'll record me pouring this in there though. Okay. Still didn't get it all the way full. Dang it. So I haven't been real good at this, but you know, it's not my profession. You know what I mean? Too bad. But got a bunch of work done tonight. Not a bunch, but I did get some stuff done. I'm gonna flip the camera around here so you can see. And what we got is, we got the main gear on. It just slides on, and there's a collar that locks it. These dogs, this will go up and down, and I got these braces. I had to rebend these because they were bent. So I bent them back so they're straight and in line. And what they do is they go back and they release one in the back there. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but you see that arm runs back and it picks that dog off there. So then it transfers to the drive.
and locks it down here. This side's down and that side picks up, so it's just teetering. And everything, I just cleaned everything up, put it all back to the same way I took it apart. I wish I should have videotaped it. I know you guys can yell at me, but somebody made this and I cleaned it all up and it looks pretty decent the way they did it. It just, you can see that is on there. And then this is brass. And this is that top piece I was beating on. This is keyed, and that was the other piece I showed you that I screwed on there. So I screwed it back on the right way, and I don't have, the next step is to clean this up because it's gonna go like that. You know what I mean? I think it's cap. So I gotta fix this all up and figure out, see if these are bolts, if I can take them out, which I think they are, and I'll make a new plate, put it on there, because it's gotta be able to push down. Yeah, there's bolts. See that? It's gotta be able to push down on that as much as it does pick up. So it's gonna be like so on there. Yeah, that's about where we're at tonight. Fit to work.
So I know everybody's seen that bar I threw out of there. That one right there on the ground. It was wedged in here. It was wedged down underneath this gear. So that gear there on the top, that one right there, that is the swing brake, which I do not have. So
it was wedged underneath there. And what that does is that, it was wedged underneath there. What that does is that, that's a dog itself. You can see it right there. Drops in, and that controls your swing. Well, when you pick it up, that arm back there tilts up and drops in this one like it is. And that is your travel. So, that's what happened there. As you can see, made good headway. Got this is not how it's supposed to be, but it works, so I'm gonna leave it. All the shafts are cleaned up. All the linkages are put back on. There's still a lot to be done. There's a lot, I gotta tighten the bolts and clean everything up to where, like, these brakes need to be tightened across there. The main brake there needs to be tightened. Stuff like those springs need to be changed out or fixed. That's off a semi. That's a brake drum spring. I'm sure nothing is correct on here, but I just want to make it function properly. So got all the levers put back in the inside and everything works like it should. These, I want to fix these things because these are finger pinchers. You know what I mean? Like every time I grab it, I pinch my hand. This one too. Horrible, all of them. Look at that. Another thing I want to do is these like teeth on here. I might try to clean those up and put the point back on this. That is the lock for it. It locks it. You can see it does. It's not doing nothing. This one does work. You see, it works right there. So, anyways, that type of stuff. This is the swing brake. There's a drum there, I guess, that is missing. And this is used to lock it. This is the boom. I'm pretty sure this is how you can disengage and engage the boom. It's been that radiator's not correct. I don't think it had a Detroit in it. It's been re-power planted, but don't care. You can see I got the floors all patched back in where I had it all cut out. Yeah, so we're getting there.